What's good, you guys? In the last video I shared, I talked all about what to do before you get to your vacation or your destination so that you can still make sure that you enjoy but honor your body goals and not fall off the wagon. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what to do once you get there. So today I'm going to be breaking down 3 things that you can do once you get to your destination, so that way you can make sure that you're still enjoying yourself, because I do not believe in not enjoying your life with your body goals, but also still making sure that you don't return home full of regret because you just threw your goals out the window. Let's get it. Okay guys, so the first tip is this. You have to budget out your indulgences. And then what I mean by that is this, right? I get it. You want to try, if you're going home to see your mom or a family member that makes that bomb pound cake or something else, you want to eat it, right? Which is totally fine unless you have something that's coming up or you just cannot get off track. But you want to make sure that you're budgeting your indulgences. So if you know you want to indulge on that family thing that you cannot turn down, you need to make sure that the other parts of the day, you stay on it, okay? If you know you're gonna go out and if you know you're gonna do a brunch, a big old brunch on Sunday, then you need to keep it together on Saturday and be prepared to, after that brunch on Sunday, to eat light the rest of the day, okay? If you know that, donuts are your thing like me, or sweets or something like that, you know you're gonna give into that in the morning, something like that, then do that. But the rest of the day, you're gonna have to keep it together and keep it to your protein, keep it to your veggies, okay? Because for most of us, when we indulge, we normally indulge in things that are high in carbs, high in fats, because they're delicious. Let's just be real, right? So you're not gonna have a problem getting your carbs and your fats. What you are gonna have a problem is with getting in your protein that you need throughout the day, okay? And you need to get your protein in, whether your goals are to lose weight or to gain weight. So make sure that, I know when you're eating or you're kind of splurging, you don't have a whole lot of room in your appetite depending on when you did it in a day, but make sure you're still getting in protein and veggies the rest of the day. You can eat light veggies too, but make sure you're just at least getting in that or your protein shake. So then you're still getting in the protein that you need and you're not going overboard and going crazy, because this really comes down to kind of be in moderation and picking a struggle, right? I don't believe in really drinking and doing sweets and doing fried stuff. You gotta kind of pick one, right? Because keep in mind, you still got goals, you still got these body goals, and you don't want to set yourself up too far behind when you get back home, and you want to be able to enjoy yourself throughout the vacation, not just on one night. And the way to do that is to budget out and have some chill when you're going through your day with things you know you want to indulge with. The second thing is this: get in your must-do workouts. Now, listen, I totally understand life happens when you're traveling, right? Things come up that you just didn't foresee coming up, and you may not have that block of time that we talked about in the first video that you thought you were gonna have now that you're there, and things might have just changed and shifted. So you need to figure out what is your absolute must-do workout, right? And that comes down to your body goals. Are your goals more like with fat loss, wanting to lose weight? If so, then you're gonna wanna make sure that you get that cardio in, okay? Your cardio is your non-negotiable. If you're looking to build muscle and put on some size, and your non-negotiable is not gonna be some cardio, it's gonna be your lift. So you're gonna need to figure out what is your must-do workout and make sure at a minimum you get that in, even if it's a shortened version of it. I've been places, guys, where I've got the times mixed up and I only had like 45 minutes within of the before the gym closed so I can get my workout in. I had to hop to it and I had to pick out things. Okay, well, what do I absolutely have to do in this workout? And if there are things that I know that I could be okay with skipping, I have to leave that out so I can keep other things in. So you have to kind of also be flexible when you're on vacation, because you have to remember that things are going to come up that you didn't foresee happening, but knowing your must-do workouts will help make sure that you still get the things in that you need to get in. Let me just kind of say too, one thing that can actually work to your benefit, if you have indulged a little bit or a lot of it and you got some carbs in you and all that, go get a heavy lift in. Your strength will be amazing for one, okay? As long as you didn't go overboard with it. But you can actually put those carbs to good use when you are on vacation. So if you are going to indulge a bit and some carbs, then go get a heavy lift in. You'll be surprised at the strength gain that you have. You will have more endurance. So you probably will find that you can go harder in that workout and put those calories to use. So just don't miss out on it. All right, guys. And the third thing is to remember home. Now, here's the thing. I know what it's like to be in the moment, to live in the moment. I practice presence. I get it. But you also cannot forget that eventually that trip, that vacation, that whatever is going to come to an end. You're going to go home. And the last thing I want you to do is when you get home is to be like, oh my gosh, what did I do, and be full of regret. So you have to kind of remember that it's going to come to an end and you are going to get home and you are going to want to face the music, face the reality. Now, one of the things that helps me to keep home top of mind is I will make sure that I take a progress pic either the last day of my trip or the first day I get back. And the reason why I do this, and you guys who follow my stories know this, I do this because for me, I know that if I gotta take that picture, I'm not gonna go and lose my entire chill the entire trip, because I'm gonna see it all when I take that picture on that day, right? And it's a way for me to kind of stay accountable. At the time I'm shooting this video, I have been taking progress pics consistently and consecutively for 62 weeks, okay? Let that sink in. I don't care whether I was moving across the country or if I was traveling on a weekend trip or if I was traveling for an extended trip, I was seeing family. I did not miss a progress pic in the week, okay? And that is something that you have to really make sure that you do. Even if it's not progress, it's just some form of measure that's going to help keep you accountable. I don't believe in using the scale because to me the scale messes with your head, and it's just not the most accurate way to measure your progress. But whatever is going to work for you to keep your goal top of mind, I highly suggest you make yourself do that the last day of your trip or the first day that you get back to reset yourself, because it can be really super easy to just get back home and be like, you know what, I'm gonna take one more day. And be like, you know what, I'm gonna take one more day, because it's hard to get back on track, especially if you've been indulging a little bit, having a little bit here, a little bit there that you don't normally have. And that way, that progress pic will kind of get you back to reality with, okay, we got work to do, let's get on it. I really feel like I've only talked about how to get to your destination when you're traveling with food and all that, and I haven't talked too much about what happens when you're ready to fly back out. So I'm getting ready to pack up to leave, and I'm going to share with you guys how I get ready for all that when I have food left over. So first things first, I looked at everything I hadn't eaten yet and took out the things I was going to eat today, because that's important, and I put the rest in the freezer, so that way it will be completely frozen and stay nice and cold while it's inside this insulator bag that's going to go inside. But before I did all that, this probably should have been step one, but we already rocking with it now. I actually took out the meals that I was going to eat today. These are going to go on the plane. So a lot of times you guys think you can't take food on the plane with you when you absolutely can. So these are chicken tacos, and the third step is super easy. You're going to pack it all up. So these are going to go in my bag with me that's going on the plane, my backpack. And this is going to go inside another bag that I'm going to check. Because a lot of you guys have asked me, well, how do you keep it cold? This bag is insulated, so those are the tips from me, guys, today. If you got travel plans coming up, comment below. Let me know what you're going to be doing on your next trip, on your next vacay, to make sure that you are still honoring your body goals while you're traveling. If you got questions, comments, please make sure you drop them down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you tap that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.